Yeah, you good day, guys. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you can hear me. So well, welcome back yet to another live stream. What is happening, everyone? What is happening? What is happening? If you're not here with me right now, then probably you're up to something, and you get with me, I guess, at the end of whatever we're about to get showed down. There's actually lots to go down, and we will have like some intel, and we probably will get lucky also with some things that I have in mind. We have some good sponsors also here. We also have more things that are revolving around normal updates. So without wasting much of your time, let me just get into it. So for the new people who are catching this light for the first time, I just want to say that Injective, as usual, you're welcome to the Injective side of things. You probably must have known about other chains like Ethereum chain, BNB, Solana, but here is Injective, and we're kind of mostly like the future of, it's actually the future of finance, because in other places you get to like depend on the product on that particular chain. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't know anything about Web3, then I specifically have a collab partners, which are Astro Hubs, the ones that you see over here, the red one. I'll explain to you probably later how to get into Astro Hub to ask all of your questions. You can also get into Injective's community by default to ask your questions about the chain. But if you want to know how to get into Web3 for starters and kind of like monetize your skill, a red circle is your place to go. I will show you But without wasting much of your time, I'll just get into what we have today. Like I said, injecting the future of finance. What more could you ask for than a chain that actually integrates most of the things that you're looking for into its native self, so you don't have to deal with things like congestion on other chains, typically like Solana. When there's much people diving into something, it just kind of like freezes and makes you lose a trade, or even the hours when you're supposed to trade on something. But you get the idea. So today we have a round trip. We're just going to discuss things around Injective first off, before we get into any other thing, right? But there's new things. There's new things, very much new things. So let's see. Let me see if I could share my screen. Okay, we are live here, and the latest thing from the last time we spoke. The last time we spoke about this thing, the latest thing was something that revolved around the fact that um there was, let me see if I could get it real quick. I think the injective EVM. Yeah, I think we spoke about the injective EVM generally, but or the AUSD. Yeah, the AUSD and the things that revolve around IO.net, you know. So Agora has a full launch. In case you have not gotten wind of that one, Agora has its full launch, which is very nice, which you could go onto Helix right now, trade, get yourself some AUSD, and it's going to be fine. So everybody celebrates Lunar New Year to this year, particularly Injective, and everybody just across crypto Twitter in general. And also Injective continues to share a mind in the Made in America series by crypto ever since Donald Trump has been initiated into the presidency, or has been inaugurated into the presidency. There is more things. There's kind of like a hype with Made in America, which is even going to be we're going to talk about someone, a sponsor in this particular stream, because there is a couple of Made in USA raffles to go, and I'll probably make a tweet at the end of that, and I'll show you what I mean, right? So the latest thing, or one of the latest things, is the fact that the injective EVM has had its upgrade, making it 1200 times or percent faster than what it used to be. Then one thing that we can never really skip is the fact that there is the launch of the AIX, which is Injective's AI index. Basically, it's the first of its kind. Now, if you don't know what that is, there have been a couple of written notes by Stock, even by Injective itself. Even there's an interview over at CoinDesk with Eric Injective himself, Eric Chen, I mean. And if you still don't know what that is, like if there's still some confusion, or I think who better to explain what AIX is than the people who made it fly, right? Injective itself, Helix app, and Stock Oracle. So there is going to be a meeting today by around 5 p.m. UTC. As of the time we are watching this one, around 5 p.m. UTC today, there's going to be something for us to listen to, and we can ask any questions we want to ask. The initiative behind it, I think you should watch this video first off. You get some real insight on what is going on first off before you get into the Twitter space that we'll have later down the day. And I think this AIX is actually a step. If you ask me, I feel like AIX is a step towards making the things around financial freedom for real, because most of the time we get to see, or okay, let me just say it like this: AIX comprises of a set of AI driven narratives, right? Like tokens. Like for example, there is TAO in a bit sensor, there is Fetch AI, which is FET. There is also the things that revolve around TradFi. So it's basically bridging the gap between TradFi and DeFi, right? Bringing TradFi things on chain, something similar to what we saw with the Build Index, right? So the rise of AIX gives room for us to trade up to, I think, 10. There were like 10 AI tokens and a bunch of other tokens that were related, or the indexes or other tokens that are related to real life, like TradFi. Basically, things that we could find in the Nasdaq just only. Now, if you know what Nasdaq is, I can't really explain that one, but it just happens to deal with stock exchange markets, right? So most of us just find it easier to do things on chain. Like for example, you hear something about Nvidia and you're like, oh shit, you see your stocks market, like the Apple stocks app, for example, you see Nvidia shares has gone to 70%, and you knew that if you're somebody who could trade this thing, you could basically just trade it yourself if you were somebody who had access to the regular stock market exchange, right? Because it's kind of a process, because you have to get through brokers and whatever, right? But on-chain things, you just do it yourself, connect your wallet. What you have to do once you just connect your wallet, you just get started by actually doing some swaps, right? Check the prices, draw your charts, draw your lines and your graph, whatever, do your swaps, right? So what this does basically is, like I said, moving things that were not really reachable before into our reach. Like for example, the Nvidia stock I talked about. Normally, you could find this on the regular stock exchange market with them Nasdaq, but now you could find something like this once it flies live with Helix, or as it is live with Helix. You could find something like this directly on the exchange. So if you want to trade things that revolve around Tau, FET, and the funny thing is that these things are on different blockchains. So the index, you don't have to, sometimes you have to bridge out of a chain in order for you to trade with a setting token based on the hype and community and whatever is going on at that particular moment. But with Injective, you get to sit back, relax, and trade on chain with the mirrored reflection of whatever token you have. Like for example, you could trade things like um even so, right? You don't have to go to Solana's blockchain to trade. There's already a mirrored version of Sol on Injective. You could even trade Ton, right? You could trade Ton without actually going to Ton. You could even trade like the new ones now, the new tokens now, right? There's a build which you could usually trade outside of the on-chain life, like or the normal TradFi. So these things, Injective is just making these things kind of like, I don't know if I could fully explain it, but I think you get the idea. Things that were not reachable before, you can reach all of them on Injective. Why is it important to reach them on Injective? Because of the scalability, the speed of Injective, the flexibility, the fact that the fees are even low. Everything happens pretty seamless, right? On Injective. That is why it's actually a big and huge thing. You see what I'm saying? It's mostly like the headline, the AI index release. It's mostly like the headline of what is happening over the past couple of days, mostly. And let's not forget the Injective EVM upgrade, which makes it uh a over 1,000% faster than ever and better than ever. So that is just the hype of what is going on. So by today, 5 p.m. UTC, we're going to get the full understanding of everything that I am talking about right here. It makes perfect sense, right? Um, any other thing, right? So I said, Inge, there's city opportunities. There is. Let me just roll over to end this page for a second, right? Let me just roll over to end this page for a second. There is a lot of things that are about to happen. So in the name of Inge, has its made in USA NFT lottery. So shout out to in the name of Inge for sponsoring this particular video, this particular stream rather than like the sponsor of this particular stream. So I have a couple of NFTs lottery, which are the lottery tickets, right, to get you into this series of lottery. I have a couple to give away, so probably at the end of the stream, I'll kind of like tweet and make I kind of like tweet and make the requirements known. So it says to celebrate Injective Origin, with the celebration Injective Origin with about 1,500 exclusive NFTs designed by Mark Lotter. 15 winners live draw. The mint for each NFT is 0.2 initially, but if you with me, I could raffle you probably even you could get like a free shot at actually being in this one. Okay, so the price pool is about 50% of the total supply for this particular lottery. So I have a couple of tickets, like I said, or NFTs to give out to make you be eligible for this particular one. The phase is January 31st is the mint day, which is today, and it's all going to end around February 3, where probably they will now do the draw, something like that. But as you can see, there's the link also. There's a link also to get you started. It's on my page. I'll also kind of like tweet this in the moment when I'm trying to like do the giveaway and stuff like that, so you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. There is uh, a high chance that you could snag a good amount of ING from this particular one. It makes absolute sense, and you should definitely get in on this particular one. But as for City, nothing really happening on City. Just the usual regular American things going on. City, nothing really prime. And one thing I want to say, I think did I get that right? Yeah, in the name of Inge, this is the details I'm talking about here. 15 winners live draw mint 0.2 inch, 31st to February 3, and there's a 50% supply to give out. And this is what I'm talking about also. I'll also tweet everything I just said so far here and also in my post, and I will run a couple of I have a couple of lottery tickets to give out. So if you're someone who wants free in on this one, you could keep an eye for that post. Okay, keep an eye for that post. I'm going to fill you in on it. But besides that, there is nothing too crazy going on in City. Just that Inch is already pumping, right? Inch is pumping, which is looking good. There have been some speculations or other things about just talking about America. Everything that involves around mid in America is going crazy right now. Things are just trying to pump. It's good. It's good. So I hope that you got the idea of the AIX. Don't do well not to miss the space happening by 5 p.m. UTC. There is a lot of things that is happening. Objective. Pretty soon, you would definitely not even need to leave Injective. You just be on Injective and trade the entire world on Injective. It's crazy. It's good. It's actually good. It's very good. Now moving on to something very much here. So as you can see, the here, yeah, as you can see over here, there is the question mark sponsor, which is here. So big news. I will be coming, or the stream is going to be coming to X starting from the first stream in February. That's a huge one for all of us. It's going to be more. It's going to give people more access to see things like this, more understanding, because also in the live I'll be walking through some things that are ongoing. Also in the live, I would talk about the latest, explain things. You guys can ask me questions. There'll probably be a ton of things to share at the end of everything. And just to hit the hammer, or hit the nail on the head, I'm going to unveil today the sponsor of this particular one. It's Cult of Anons. Yes, you got that right. It's Cult of Anons. So with that effect, we are going to have or I am going to have like a giveaway for this particular one. There is going to be one Cult of Anons NFT that is going to be given out to the community on that particular day, which is going to be on Tuesday, right? It's going to be on Tuesday, which is, I think Tuesday is 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 4th of February. I'm going to raffle the Cult of Anons NFT. Shout out to the Cult of Anons team for making this partnership come to life. There are going to be even more people coming into the community, more people actually seeing the value in the NFTs that we're talking about. Let me just scoop up something real quick for you guys to see Cult of Anons, in case you have no idea what I'm talking about within the last 5 minutes. In the last 5 minutes, let me just scoop up something with Cult of Anons so you get the idea of what I'm talking about. It's actually a very huge one. I'm not gonna lie, because it paves the way. It makes people kind of like understand the essence of community. Community is on Discord, very active. Events here and there every single time. I could even find let me see if I can find Cult of Anons right here, if my internet is going to let me do that. Just checking. Yeah, let's not forget Ninja Blaze. Ninja Blaze is having their pre-sale. Ninja Blaze is having a pre-sale. Let's not forget about that. They've sold over 75%, I guess. And I am currently right now editing a video that has to walk you through everything with Ninja Blaze, so you get the idea of everything that is actually happening. So let's not forget that this is Cult of Anons. They are the community JPEG enthusiasts gathered by the collaboration of art, philosophy, and psychology. Every time, very active as hell. There is always posts every single time, every day, at least a minimum of 1 or 2 per day. It's fantastic, right? And let me see if Chalice is open. So I'm opening like the NFT marketplace, so you get the idea of what I'm talking about with the community. Very strong synced community. Dive in there anytime, any day. Floor price currently it is mostly very affordable right now. Get in, we're about 0.98 ING, or you choose to participate in the giveaway that I will be running. As you can see, the collection very sleek, inspired by American Psycho. If you know American Psycho, then I don't know. You could just check on that. So you see floor price around 0.98 ING, which is about $20 from now. Right, there is over how many? There are about 5,000 results listed, about 245, which is good. Auction is ongoing. Also, collection offers are also there. There is limited edition ones also, so you do well to explore the marketplace at talis.art, right? Injective.talis.art. Do well to explore the marketplace. But that's about it. If you know how to get into Injective as a beginner, then I made a video on my channel where you could sort of like get into Injective firsthand. And I think the things I would like to leave you off with: one, Ninja Blaze also they have a campaign that is ongoing and it's going to end at February 2nd, a creator campaign where you just have to like share stuff about Ninja Blaze, right? I can get to submit it in the previous one, or in the there's a Ninja Blaze theme video there. I updated you on that one. You could check that out. Also get into Astro Hub if you're someone who, let's see if I can find that. Also get into Astro Hub for someone who is trying to learn how to get into Web3. I think I could just show you Astro Hub real quick so that you get the idea of what I'm talking about. You know where to DM Astro Hub. You know where to DM to go when you want to get into these places. Okay, great. This is Astro Hub. This is the account that you need to DM. Astro with 0_hub. DM them. You get in touch on board. As you can see, a Web3 onboarding hub open to everyone. Get into Astro Hub. Get into what Ninja Blaze is trying to build. Join the token sale, right? And there is also the campaign, like I mentioned. I don't know if they posted that, but there is the creator campaign where you could just participate in and get rewarded for it. With all of this, or wrapping up with all of this, I think it's I can call it a day. See you on the 4th of February for that giveaway. Right now, keep an eye on my tweets because I will be sharing raffle tickets for the Made in USA campaign hosted by In the Name of Inge. So that's it about this particular stream. See you in my next stream. And also, yeah, see you by 5 p.m. UTC. So let's uncover together what that AIX means, right? So Helix is going to be on chat. Stock of Oracle is going to be on chat. See you by then. Peace out.